Hello TBD gang, this is Arnav and welcome to TheBroThing, your favorite stop for all the pickup and dating related information. So today I want to share a story that is actually pretty embarrassing for me. This was last year when I was in Amsterdam and I was just walking through the way and this guy just approached me out of nowhere. He wanted me to smoke a joint with him because he was not sure how he's going to take the joint because he's never smoked before. So we just smoked a joint and we're talking and we're holding a decent conversation. He's telling me about his family, he has 2 kids or whatnot, and I'm like, he's a pretty decent guy. So I paid the bill and I'm like, hey, it's on me, relax, it's only 10 euros and it's your last day, it's my last day too, so relax. So he's like, no man, actually, let me thank you, let me buy you an ice cream. So I said, okay man, I'm hungry, I've smoked the joint anyways, so I'm like, why not eat the fucking ice cream? So I go with him and he's like, okay, there's an ice cream parlor, I know, it's just nearby. So we went to the ice cream parlor, he pays for the ice cream, we eat the ice cream. And as soon as he finish, I tell him, hey man, alright, I'll be leaving. He says, where are you going to? So I tell him, just hanging around, exploring the city. And he's like, do you mind if I join you for the next half an hour? I'm like, I don't mind man, it's a free country, you can join me. Why not? The more the merrier, right? So he joined me and we're just walking through and he's leading the way. And suddenly he's like, hey, this is my hotel, what a surprise. And I'm like, oh, okay. At that point I actually believed that he was not aware about it. So we just went to his hotel. He's like, hey man, I really have to take a piss. So do you mind just coming up, waiting for 2 minutes? I'm like, hey man, listen, I'm comfortable down here, so it's okay. You can just go up, I'll be waiting for you. He's like, no, listen, just come up, grab yourself a drink, and then you can leave, just come up, I'll do my business, I'll take 2 minutes and then we can leave together, we can explore the city. I'm like, all right. At that point, I was pretty skeptical, but I was like, okay, let's go through with it. It's Amsterdam. What's the worst that can happen? So I go up, and to my worst fears, I'm actually, when I'm going up, I'm rationalizing. I barely know this guy. I've met him for 15 minutes. I'm going to his hotel room. I have no clue about the safety. So what happens is we reach up. I'm sitting on the chair. He makes me a drink. He goes to the washroom, and he comes out in a fucking bathrobe, and he's like, hey man, you have such a nice jacket. And he starts touching my jacket. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I push him, and I just push him. He goes off, he's thrown across the room, and I just bail out. So once I bail out, as I'm going down, I'm constantly thinking about this stuff. I'm like, what the fuck happened with me? I'm so aware about this stuff. I've been doing this professionally. And how could this happen to me? So I was breaking down everything. And I was fucking amazed. I was like, this is a great lesson and it has to be shared. So what I want to share with you today is how to get a girl from wherever you meet her to wherever you want to take her, which can be your home, which can be a public washroom, maybe, a haunted house, whatever it may be. First rule is you don't directly say that, you just don't go up to her and be like, hey, let's go to my place. That's never going to happen because it's going to raise a lot of red flags in a girl's mind. She doesn't know you, she's not comfortable with you, and who knows, you might be a fucking murderer, man. I mean, she can't be so fucking safe in her head, right? And she's not comfortable yet. So how to do that is just stack up the investment. Don't ask her to invest too much. However, stack up little investments every time. Basically, you go up to her, maybe you meet her in a bar. You're like, hey, the music is too loud here. Can we go outside? I really want to talk to you. Hey, I'm kind of feeling hungry. Are you feeling hungry? Let's grab something to eat. I'm really enjoying the conversation that we're having. Hey, let's go to my place. It's right next to this, food place. Or anything, you can just take her home by stacking up the investment. However, the only thing that should be different in your game and the creepy guy's game should be, you should be clear in your fucking intent. Because if you're not clear in your intent, the girl will come to your place and she'll freak the fuck out, just like how I freaked out when I went to that guy's hotel room. If he was clear in his intent, I would have just said, hey, I don't want to talk to you, I don't roll that way. He would have saved a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of fucking mental energy. So I hope this vlog helps you, and I hope to see you next time.